Hi guys, it's Stephanie. It's Wednesday, December 1st. Yes, you heard correctly, December 1st, first day of the month. And before you know it, it would have come and gone. So, where did the year go? My God. Time waits for no one. So, what's on my mind? Whatever's on my mind has kept me up for the past 2 days. I'm having a hard time sleeping. And it feels like it's really cumbersome just having these thoughts come and go in waves. It's the thought of what will my decision be when it comes to relocating. This is why I'm having a hard time sleeping the last couple of days. A couple of days ago, I was texting with my brother, and he finally told me that it's getting harder and harder for him to help care for my mother and my father. He said it's tough, it's hard. He said he's tired. My brother is in his mid-40s, and when I was FaceTiming him this year, I started seeing some signs in my brother that I didn't see before. He looks tired, he looks worn, and he's too young. And I'm worried. So, before I continue, I want to say thank you to all of my supporters and subscribers that have been supporting me all year long. I'm grateful for you guys. If you're just visiting my channel for the first time and you're checking out my videos, if you find something that resonates with you, then please consider subscribing and hitting that top bell so you get future notifications of all my uploads. More when we return. So I am concerned because my brother is showing signs of stress. He's in his early to mid 40s. You know, he has his full-time job and his home and his family to take care of as well. And he's running himself ragged. You know, his text was like an alarm bell for me. He said, I'm tired. It's getting harder. And I believe him. So I told him not to worry, that we'll figure something out. By that I mean, when I get up there, I'm going to be very serious and spend my time looking at the possibility of relocating. And I'll be visiting my place of employment up there and talking to managers and checking out situations with living either an apartment or something. If I can swing an apartment, I will do it. And when I make my decision, I'm not going to go back and forth anymore. I'm tired of going back and forth here. When my brother told me how he was feeling and how he was doing, it was almost like he was asking me to help him. You know, my parents have been praising him for the last few years, saying to me how much they appreciate him for what he's done. Because if it wasn't for him, they don't know how they'd be living. For every little situation, my parents call him to go up there, and my brother doesn't think twice. My brother Alan is the youngest of all of us. And he's got his family of his own. He has a full-time job still. And he's got a son. So he's carrying on a little bit more weight than he should. And yeah, I think it's only right that when I do go up there, I take it a little bit more serious and see how I can make my relocation possible. But at the same time, there's other things that's bothering me because my parents' health is not that great. My father's very, very forgetful. Sometimes he gets into these situations with his heart that he's got to be rushed to a hospital. He's been falling out of the bed a few times a year. And when they go back to Europe, where they have another home, they have someone there to care for them, but they don't have the medical that they have here in the States. You know, it's crazy. So me and my brother don't think that's a good idea for them to go back, but we can't stop them. We can't stop them from going back. You know, when I talk to my father, he repeats the same thing to me every single day, sometimes 2 or 3 times within 1 hour of just talking to him. So they call my brother for everything. My brother goes by sometimes, gives my father a haircut, takes him to the barbershop, doctor's appointments for the both of them, takes them grocery shopping. Every little thing that involves driving, he's there for them. That's a lot. That's a lot. So I don't want to make any promises because I really have to be honest with myself and see if it's doable. You know? I don't want to let the guilty feelings that I'm getting that I should contribute bother me. Because I also seriously got to look at my own finances and the cost of living up there if I can do it. Because if I got to go up there and get a second job, a second part-time job, just to pay for a roof over my head, what time will I have anyways to help care for my parents? If I'm only working 2 jobs and driving back and forth to assist them. I really got to be honest with my brother and myself. You know? Maybe it's best that when they come to the States for a little while, that they should get some kind of nursing aid or something like that. You know? I'm not saying that they should go to a nursing home, but there has to be another way. You know? Because if I can't do it because it's too expensive for me as a single person, and then I can't do it. As much as I want to, I have to be truly honest with myself so I don't hurt myself financially. You know, I don't want to get in a jam trying to make other people's lives easier. I'm only going to do it if it's doable. You know, I live in this home here. I have a 3-bedroom home here. Why can't they come and live here? This is something I also got to bring up to them. They are so old-fashioned and they're so scared of living in a new place or new area. They're so scared of trying something new that it's the old city where they first moved to when they came to this country back in the early 70s. They haven't budged out of there. You know, I live here all by myself. I have 1,500 square foot by myself. I got 2 full baths. Okay? Why can't they just muster up and say, hey, you know? Plus, Florida's a lot closer to Europe than it is from New York or Massachusetts. You know? If they confront me with a situation or they ask me if I can, I will have to tell them this as well. You know? Why do I have to fold up and sell my place and move and go there and increase my cost of living or make it so I have to work 2 jobs to make ends meet or even have a roof over my head? That's not fair either. But we'll just have to wait and see what happens. And I definitely don't want to live with a roommate, somebody I don't know. And I'm not going to put my things in storage and have extra costs. It doesn't make any sense. But for the last couple of days, I've been going to bed early and I just haven't been sleeping. I've been seeing 9 p.m., 10 p.m., 12 p.m., 1 p.m., 3 p.m. My alarm clock goes off at 4 a.m. Yeah, I really got to clear my head and I really got to get some rest, especially when I get to my family's house. You know, try to keep these conversations light and trying to be practical and try looking at every angle to see what can be done. You know, because if I can't do it, then we got to find a way. And they have to be willing too. You know, but that's it. So that's all that's going on in my life, you know. I've been having a lot on my mind lately. I've been having a lot on my mind. The other thing too, I don't think it's fair is if I do go up there because I want to help them out, they're only going to be there for 6 months out of the freaking year. 6 months out of the year. They've been talking about selling the home in Europe now for 20 years. And they still got the damn place. So that's the other thing that you have to really think about is, if they're only going to be in the States for 6 months, why should I sell all my stuff to go up there and only help them out for 6 months, and part of those 6 months, my brother's still going to do something for them. If they were living there full time, then I could see. But just for 6 months out of the year, I don't know. That's kind of it's a no-brainer. But anyway, I hope you guys are doing good and staying safe. If you guys out driving anywhere with your family, man, holiday season's here and there's a lot of nuts out there driving around crazy. Every year, thousands of people lose their lives in traffic. In Florida, traffic is crazy. It's bumper to bumper. The snowbirds, the extra snowbirds are here. I say extra snowbirds because snowbirds are coming down and they're not going back up. They're staying. They're staying. With the COVID-19 restrictions in other states being very difficult on them, they're looking to live here and not go back. People all around the country are coming to Florida because the restrictions here are not as severe as other liberal states. So that's something that I can be grateful for. But anyways, I don't want to keep this video rolling for too long. I got to get my clothes out of the dryer, fold what I'm not going to use, and pick out what I'm going to take with me on my trip. I do want to start packing early. I don't want to wait the last night before I leave to pack, because I want to save that night so I can rest. Last couple of days I have not been sleeping, too much on my mind. But I hope you guys are doing well. And thanks for being there and listening to my little rant about me, my family, and my thoughts about moving. Until we see each other again soon this week, you guys have a nice night.